you are being intentional with your energy and you have goals. And I think people feel, because everyone has access to everybody, you feel like you should. And I always tell my team and my family, I'm like, we're shoulding all over each other. Like literally. I don't have to respond. And so the way we've actually structured our work culture, because I've gone deep and gone really nerdy on the 9 to 5 and where it comes from. And it's obviously when it was Industrial Revolution, men were going into factories, making cars, whatever. But the 9 to 5 doesn't exist anymore. Like, we're working on computers, we're like doing this stuff. And so for my team, we have like a 70% async, meaning not on computers, not at the same time, and 30% synced. So we have a couple of touch points throughout the week. But if we have like very clear goals that are tangible and quantitative, and then we align on the strategy to meet those goals, then go do your job in the best way that is for you. Because like for me, my cortisol levels are like you. Mm-hmm. When I wake up in the morning, my brain cannot stop.
Going. Yeah.
The second I get out of bed, I'm like firing on all cylinders. So I know I have to, from like 5 to 6 a.m., whenever I wake up, until about 10 is when I get my best like offensive work done. If I need to do a deck or I need to like really think about something, that's my time. Then I have like my defensive time, which is like around 11:30 until like 2 or 3. I call defense is like when someone can come into my space. And then I shut off because my cortisol levels crash around 3. So that's when I need to go naturally get them back up, and I'll like pop a strength gummy or whatever, and I'll go work out. And then I've already gotten my stuff done for the day because I use that like efficient time when I'm firing on all cylinders. I don't feel guilty being completely off the grid or like posting that I'm at the pool. I don't fucking care if my investors see that, because it's like I got what I needed to done for the day, that I felt like that was my definition of success for the day.
It's exactly what Tim Ferriss says in his book, The 4-Hour Work Week. He says
book changed my life.
It's so incredible. Everyone should read it. It says that when he was at an insurance, like a car insurance firm, that everyone would get to work at 9 o'clock and they would do all their cold calling from 9 to 5. He realized if he started work at 7:30 a.m. and he could get 2 hours of cold calling before everyone got into the office, that not only was he more efficient, he got all the customers before everyone. So he took a 9 to 5 job and he pushed it into 2 hours.
The only caveat I would say is there's a lot of people that haven't like actually read the book, and they hear 4-Hour Work Week and then they think like,
no, go read the book.
There's a lot of like working smarter, working more creative,
sure.
like finding the angles, like there's a lot of people that
it doesn't mean you actually work 4 hours.
Here's the way that I look at it.
Go read the book.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like, a company should just have goals and support systems to hit those goals.
Yep.
And then there should be accountability measures if you're not hitting the
100%.
goals, right? Like, I don't care I tell my team all the time, I don't care if you work in a tree in the Amazon if you get the goal done, right?
Exactly.
But like, if you can't, then there's maybe more accountability where then there is a more traditional office structure
Yep.
or a worse conversation. But I think like, COVID's been interesting because there's a lot of people that don't want to go back to the office ever, which I understand. And I think that works for people that can hit their goals, but for people that can't and can't hold themselves accountable, it doesn't work.
Yep.
And so I think like you
have to be self-aware enough to realize
this is where there's nuances, right? Because some people will look at something like, well, now every company's like, we've adopted a whole work from home culture.
Right.
I get it. Fine.
It's not going to be for everyone, because somebody's going to be sitting at home going, I'm procrastinating. I don't know how to get my work done. I need supervision. I need accountability. I need mentorship, whatever.